Greetings one and all, my name is Lancer and welcome back once again to Orb. We'll be watching episode 2 and last time on, we are in the world's 15th century as we are with our kid friend Rafal. At the age of 12, he's already gonna go to university and he wants to study astronomy. Nope, he's gonna be a theologist. As this place we are in is very much with the church and just like, yep, everything is as God created it and totally not as we have chosen it to be. Rafal has met this man Hubert who is telling him the truth of the world, that Earth is not at the center of it all, and we are going to call this idea heliocentrism. Let's see if this spreads. Let's get right into the episode. Episode 2, and now I'm going to move the Earth. But how? It's wrong for 3 reasons. Gravity, bitch. Uh-huh.
3つ目には反対だ。私は命を張る場面でこそ直感を信じる。
A valid fear, I guess.
不正解は無意味を意味しない。
正気ですか？僕は地動説なんてものを美しいと思わないし、証明のために火にも飛び込まない。
For now, you won't.
明日はもう来たくない。
そうか。では。
Just ignore what he says. I won't come here. Yeah, sure. If for nothing else, this is beautiful. I love stuff like this in shows. Has been a constant thing. Just someone who has such a perception of the universe, and someone comes along just like, hey, let me tell you the truth, what to believe. Because look at it move. And now you're concussed. That rattle your brain enough? Yes. Embrace the cosmos. Careful, don't talk out loud. The church is listening. It's funny, like, I want to make the Attack on Titan comparison, but this is just reality. Or at least it's, you know, it's mimicking it. Where it's just this idea of just like, huh, maybe there is life beyond the walls. And then the minute someone tries to look into it, the church executes them. Which, I mean, it was also the church in that, but also the MPs. But hopefully he does not end up like Erwin's father. What is with shows of these smart 12-year-olds, man? Well, no, what I was doing at age 12? I was watching like Markiplier and FNAF shit and playing Crossy Road on my iPhone 4. Probably burn those. Yeah, there you go. The solar system. Delete. And there it is. An opening? Hell of a cold open. This shit funky. I'm gonna wait till obviously after we finish the show before I do any research, but I would love to know what inspired this author to make this series. Just looking up to the stars and being like, Eureka, doing his own research. What does this remind me of? There's a lot of characters in this, holy shit. I thought we were just gonna be so simple, but I guess this is 25 episodes. That was cool. Good song.
フベルトさんはなぜ危険を冒して天国を捨ててまで こんなことをしてるんです。神を否定したいのですか？
逆だ。神を信じるからやるのだ。
He gets it.
人は皆、この世は醜く、貪欲で汚れていて、あの世は清く美しいという。私はそんなのは認めない。神が作ったこの世界は、きっと何よりも美しい。
Therein lies, I guess, my first little religion discussion. People talking about just like, oh, the earth was created either by, you know, Big Bang or just evolution, all this stuff. It's like, that's not inherently denying your existence of a god, you know? There's two sides of religion that people, I think, kind of mix together. There's a difference between believing in religion and having faith in religion. Whereas people, I think, a lot of the time interchangeably use those. That's why, again, I don't talk about it a lot, but I have been raised as a Christian. Don't ask me specifics. I couldn't tell you. White family, went to church on Sundays, raised in a Christian school. The places I went to school, the way they handled teaching Christianity and all that is possibly one of the worst ways you could teach, which it's a miracle that I've come out as well as I have, because looking back on it, I'm just like, wow, it feels like brainwashing the more you look back on it. Like, that hasn't made me hate the religion as a whole or just hate God and all that, because it's like, I still pray. My religious beliefs are very much just, the Bible is not a textbook. It's not something that's meant to prove the creation or anything of the earth. Though Christians will constantly point out the first couple words of the Bible, you know, in the beginning, God created heavens and the earth. Like, see, it's fact. Just like, you have to remember the Bible was written by man. Also, there are many other religions that precede the Bible. But again, I'm not here to just denounce it altogether. I'm just saying that people are way too crazy about religion and all this stuff. I know people in my immediate like friend circle and family and all that where if I even so much as talk about what I've just said, they will like denounce me altogether. And it's like, yeah, really putting forward those Christian values, you know? Oh, it's a religion all about just like, oh, love your family and friends, love your neighbor as yourself. But yet if they don't believe what you believe, you cast them out and they will burn in hell. I have a lot more I could talk about with that, but my point is, you can look around at the world, see its corruption, its evil, and be like, how could there possibly be a god in this world who lets this happen? But at the same time, you can look at the beauty of it and see that. And if that is what you believe, you can be reassured in that to make it all come full circle.
それを知るのに、盲信も金銭も地位もいらない。知性だけ携えて、私のこの小さな当該の中で、神の偉業を理解してみせる。私は聖書ではなく自然を読むのだ。
There you go. Don't need to know all that.
そんな人生怖くはないのですか？
怖い。だが、怖くない人生などその本質を書く。
It's frightening, but yet I don't fear it.
観測は今日で終わりだ。
え？
一人で続ける方法を見つけた。
では。僕は明日から何を
I thought you were done.
君の自由だ。だが、天文をやれ。自分のために。まあ、これは提案だ。
Discover what it is you want from all this.
終わった。あっけなく。一体何だったんだ。あ、ボトツキさん、なんで家の前に。
He just always has blood on his sleeve.
私は異端審問官のノバクだ。フベルトさんの改心後の動向を聞き取り。
So he's an inquisitor, that makes sense.
フベルトさんは立派に構成してつつましく暮らしてますよ。
It's funny because of the different shows and stuff I've watched. The word inquisitor has three meanings to this. This, and this.
探偵二度捕まると絶対死刑だからさ。それにかくまった協力者も重罪だ。私も仕事が増えてみんな不幸になる。
僕も愚かな異端は許せない。
お、そりゃ心強い。そんでさ、何これ？
Shit. That's why you gotta burn that shit.
異端研究についてずいぶん詳しく書いてあるんだよね。
It's not blasphemous if it's the truth.
これは私のものだ。
Oh, he's taking it for him.
その子供の部屋に隠せば見つかりづらいと思ったが。
ああ、いやいや、そうでしたか。でもフベルトさん、冷静になってくださいよ。わかってます？その発言があなたをどこへ向かわせるか。
I figured it was gonna be to this, you know, him being like, you decide what to do from here.
本当にこれはあなたのものですか？
も もちろん私のものだ。
I mean, he is the one that taught
そ
him.
ちらこそ冷静になっていただきたい。子供に私の研究が手伝えると。
He pulled that knife out just for that, but I've...
いやー、
So you gonna use it?
そうですね。では、フベルトを連行しろ。
そんな急に。
ああ、そうだ。これを君に渡しに来たんだ。
An orb.
じゃあな。
The orb.
本当に行くんですか？やり残したことは？
たった今やったよ。
Cool. Sugiwa Kumida.
そしてフベルトさんは焼かれて死んだ。
Damn. Kind of glad we don't get to see it. Chi. Yeah. Now it's your turn. Figured they'd still question him, though.
相手は異端者とはいえ、僕は何をするのが正しかったんだ。やり残したことって。
Left you behind a puzzle.
三つ星、オリオンのベルト。なんで中心のアルニラムだけ黒く？
それと、あの岩と山の位置がオリオンのベルトと似通っているのも気に入っている。
アルニラムを示す山まで来てみたものの、何も。
A grave? Whoa. Convenient that you found the exact spot.
私はあなたが誰だか知らない。しかし、最も信用のおけるものにネックレスを託すことにしている。
There you go.
以下の書物は私の人生を捧げた地動説のすべてだ。そこであなたを全面的に信頼して、私のやり残したことを頼みたい。
We gonna start a cycle here?
このすべてを燃やしてほしい。
Well, let's read it
私
first.
は誰より地動説に接近した自信がある。地動説はおそらく証明できない。不確定要素が多すぎる。きっと本当に神の領域なのだろう。だとすれば、この不完全な説は消えるべきだ。
Yeah, I can likely never be proven. Just wait for space travel, you bastard. In several more centuries.
さらに傲慢にも私より優れた人間に焼却されることを望んだ。あなたなら燃やせる。あなたの理屈は私の直感よりずっと強い。依頼報酬は箱に同封した。十分な額だろう。任せた。
Oil and stuff were in those little cups.
まあ、しょうがないよな。こんな手紙を残したのも理解できる。確かに地動説はすごいアイデアだ。でもあまりに危険で不適切で、これが理にかなった決着のつけ方だ。こんなの燃やすしかない。僕の理屈は書物を燃やした。だけど
But what will you do?
僕の直感は地動説を信じたい。
I feel like it already like burned so much.
名残惜しいがラファウは今日をもって本校を旅立つ。みんな大学で何を学ぶのがふさわしいか覚えてるか？そのとおり。
Anyone allowed to study anything else?
今までお世話になりました。もう会えなくなりますが、みんなに神のご加護があらんことを祈っています。
Yep, just play that part for now.
僕は天文を学びます。
Setting it straight.
申し訳ないが、この世はバカばっかりだ。 でも気づいたらその先頭に
They're gonna execute him for that.
精錬でも聡明
You
で
figured that would have a ripple effect though, because it's like, oh, he was with someone who's trying to be blasphemous with his research, and now he's switching to astronomy.
傲慢で軽率で無力で、そして今から地球を動かす。
We'll discover this orb that we live on.
ほら、この通り。やった。
Getting a ball out of a tree.
巷で子供が泣いてちゃ無視できないよ。家族を大切にな。
He has the same voice, but he also just looks wise, reminds me of Hanes.
何をするつもりですか？私には子供が。
本当ですか。実は私にも娘が。ほら、これ、娘からの手紙。いつも持ち歩いてるんですよ。あの子を思うたびに感じます。癒しと元気、それと不安を。我が子への愛が。
What does it say?
あの子には辛い思いをしてほしくない。 だからこの世の平穏を乱すような研究は見過ごせない。私は世界や人類を守ろうなんて大それたことを思っちゃいない。けど家族、友人の日々の信仰や生活を守るためなら何だってする。
Stick that in his mouth. Oh.
君ここの子だったの。百魔集会の場所。あとは任せる。
So they never speak again. He just sticks one of those in his mouth.
知らないのか。消せず在賊でやってる。よく知らないが、司教様に腕を買われて、特例で任に当たって。
He's an exception to the rules. You really thought he was devout? Look at his fucking sleeves.
進学をやめたどころか、よりにもよって天文を学ぶなんて、やはり異端者だった衝撃で。
Basically throwing your life away with that can only go so far.
ここ最近の僕は先日行った急激な方向転換により極めて危うくなっていた。
Damn it.
正直に打ち明け、巧みに説得し、解決するのは至難の業だろう。
さあ、宣言してくれ。
I mean, you could say you'll do theology, but then... Yeah, I mean... Doesn't have to. Just some childish indiscretion. But in truth, I will study what I want to study.
進学で入学しても後で天文に編入できる。地動説を証明するには3、40年はかかるだろう。地道に確実に進めるんだ。父さんはあれほど天文を毛嫌いしているのに、どうしてこの家にはこんなに資料があるんだろう。
Who are your parents? Where are they? Oh, this is the ending. I was like, what's this music video? I mean, hey, you can reach for the stars. Just don't end up like Icarus.